It's no secret that discussing different financial accounts sounds a bit like alphabet soup. Take HSAs, for example. When people start talking about health savings accounts, you hear HSA, HDHP, and IRS. It's easy to get overwhelmed quickly. Fear not. We've sorted through all the essential information and acronyms about health savings accounts and captured answers to some of the most commonly asked questions like what exactly is covered in an HSA and can I use my HSA for my spouse? In this video, you'll learn about more HSA basics and some of the other benefits that people may qualify for with these accounts. Hey everyone, this is Andy Hill from Marriage, Kids, and Money, a channel dedicated to helping you strengthen your family tree so you can live financially free. If you like what you hear today, please consider giving me the YouTube triple thanks. That's hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and then commenting something super cool down below. Thank you very much. Okay, let's discuss HSA FAQ. First question, are HSAs and FSAs the same? Nope, they are not. HSAs and FSAs are not the same thing. They are commonly confused though, because it's confusing. One of the most significant differences between the accounts is that the FSAs are use it or lose it accounts. That's the FSAs. Those are use it or lose it accounts. That means that you have to spend the money you contribute within a certain time frame or it's gone. The balance in your HSA, however, continues to grow indefinitely. That's actually part of what makes an HSA so powerful. Question 2, who is covered with an HSA? You may think that an HSA is only for the account holder. That's not true. In fact, an HSA can cover several different people, including yourself, of course, your spouse, any eligible dependents. Now, who are eligible dependents, you might ask? Well, they include your children and can also be siblings or parents in certain situations as well. Question 3, can I use my HSA for my spouse? Yes, your HSA can be used to cover your spouse, and it gets even better. Your spouse does not have to have an HSA or even a high deductible health plan. As long as you qualify for an HSA, you can use it for your spouse. There's one thing to note, however. You can't use the funds in your HSA to cover medical expenses your spouse incurred before you were married, even if you had the account. Question 4, what is covered with an HSA? Now that you know who is covered by an HSA, let's talk about what is covered. If you've done any research on HSAs, there's a good chance you've stumbled across the phrase qualified medical expenses. So what does that actually mean? Your HSA can be used in a variety of situations. Some people initially hesitate to fund their HSAs, unsure if they'll actually come across expenses that count. You can use your HSA to pay for deductibles, co-insurance, prescriptions, many medications and pharmacy items, hospital services, diagnostic services, long-term care, and you can use your HSA to cover vision, dental, and even chiropractic care. It's also always a good idea to refer to the IRS directly for more detailed information. After all, no one is going to have a better understanding of qualified medical expenses than the IRS. Question 5, what makes an HSA so great? Now that you understand the basics of an HSA, let's talk about what to love about them. There are 2 standout reasons why people set up health savings accounts. They may offer excellent tax benefits for you. More so, HSAs can also offer a huge helping hand with your investment strategy. Let's take a closer look at what makes an HSA so great. You've got the HSA tax benefits. Now, an HSA can be a triple tax advantaged account for you. But what in the world does that mean? It's even more confusing than the acronyms. Well, you might qualify for 3 different tax benefits by using an HSA. The first is with the initial funds. When you fund your HSA, you typically use payroll contributions. That means money is sent to your HSA with money that hasn't been and won't be taxed. 2, the second benefit, is with interest and gains. In addition to using pre-tax dollars to fund your HSA, your earnings are also not taxed. So if your account grows through interest or even investment gains, you still don't pay taxes. And third is with spending. You also won't pay taxes when you go to use your money in your HSA as long as you use the money on qualified medical expenses. Remember what we talked about earlier, qualified medical expenses. The initial funds, earnings, and spending are all tax-free, which is how the HSA gets the triple tax advantage name. Of course, to make sure you qualify for these tax benefits, you might want to consult a tax expert. I am not one. Let's talk HSA Investment Strategy. HSAs can be triple tax advantage, and that's not the only perk. Your HSA doesn't just have to cover medical expenses. It can, in fact, pull double duty as a retirement account thanks to this HSA Investment Strategy. Like your 401k, HSAs sometimes come with employer matching contributions. You want to make sure that you're taking full advantage of their match. Then you want to set up a plan to decide which retirement account to fund first, a 401k or an HSA. Eventually you'll want to max out your HSA. As you make these yearly contributions, compound interest is going to do the heavy lifting for your money. To maximize your account growth, don't spend your money unless you absolutely have to. And of course, make sure you only use it to cover medical expenses. Why? Well, letting your account balance grow for years or decades helps you scoop up more compound interest. Plus, your account transforms when you turn 65. At the age of 65, you can actually use the money in your account for anything, not just medical expenses. It's taxed like ordinary income, but that tax hit is often worth it. Let's talk about the most important HSA investment strategy step. If you plan to use your HSA as a supplement to your retirement savings, it can complement your current investing strategy. But you'll have to make sure you actually invest it. Only a very small percentage of HSAs are currently invested. Instead, most people add money to the account without investing the money in anything. To make this a long-term investment strategy, you'll want to invest the funds wisely. As with any investment, you'll want to pay attention to fund options and fees. To invest your HSA, you'll work with a financial institution that manages HSAs. These institutions are called HSA administrators. Different administrators have different investing fund options and minimums. Some companies, like Lively HSA, offer accounts with no hidden fees and automated investing to streamline your investment strategy and maximize your money. Question 6, am I eligible for an HSA? With all the benefits of HSAs, you might be ready to rush out and open one up, huh? In fact, you're likely wondering why everyone doesn't have an HSA. It's because not everyone qualifies for a health savings account. In order to open an HSA, you first have to qualify under the eligibility requirements set by the IRS. You are eligible for an HSA if you are at least 18 years old, you have a high deductible health plan, that HDHP acronym we were talking about earlier, you do not have any other insurance coverage that is not an HDHP, and you're not enrolled in Medicare. Additionally, if someone else claims you as a dependent at tax time, you are ineligible for an HSA. Well, what about people who are pursuing life as a digital nomad or living as expats? Well, it turns out they might qualify for an HSA as well. If you're a US citizen and paid in US dollars, you should be eligible. For more details about who is eligible for HSAs, you can check with the IRS. Question 7, can I get an HSA if my employer doesn't have one? Absolutely. The HSA is your account, not your employer's, but you do have to make sure that you qualify. The same eligibility rules apply whether you get an HSA through your job or not. In the end, a health savings account can be a financial secret weapon. Many times your account enjoys a triple tax boost and can even transform into a retirement supplement when you reach your golden years. The trick is to make sure you qualify for an HSA. That means you have a high deductible health plan and meet the other eligibility requirements. If you do qualify, check out more information about HSAs with Lively HSA to see if this account should be a part of your financial future. I'll have their link in the description. Well, enough from our side, everyone. We want to hear from you. What other HSA questions do you have? Are you investing with your HSA currently? Please let us know in the comments below. This is Andy Hill from Marriage, Kids, and Money, signing off. Carpe diem.